Hello friends, welcome to Tales and Fails, trying to draw animals with Mr. Steve. My name is Mr. Steve, and we are going to try to draw animals, a different one each week this summer. Since the first animal of the week is the monkey, we're going to start off drawing a monkey. I invite you to gather some crayons and draw along with me. We're going to need 3 color crayons for the monkey. We're going to need black, yellow, and brown. Are you ready to get started? You need a nice white sheet of paper. It can be any size, really. But just make sure it's clear, because you don't want to be sharing this paper with something else when you realize how awesome of a monkey you can draw. Are you ready to start? Get out your black crayon first. What we're going to do is we're going to draw the outline of the monkey before we start coloring it in. So take your black crayon and go somewhere close to the middle of the page and draw an oval like this. That's going to be for the monkey's nose and mouth. And then we're going to take and draw kind of like a half oval up like that. That will be for the monkey's eyes. And then we need to draw ears over there. So far, so good? Okay. And then we're going to draw the mid part of the body. So it's kind of a close shape to what we drew earlier for the face up here, but a little more wide. Good. Now we're going to draw the legs. And monkey's legs are pretty skinny. So we're just going to draw one leg over here, and we'll close it out. And we'll draw another leg on the other side and close that out. We're going to draw 2 arms. I'm going to have one of the monkey's arms waving and the other one kind of down by its side. You can choose to do whatever you want for you. This one will be the one that's going down, and we'll close it off. And this is going to be the one that's going up. And we'll close that off too. And now it's time for us to draw the monkey feet. Now for this monkey, we're going to have 3 toes. 1, 2, 3. And we'll come around this way and do the same thing on the other side. 3 toes. 1, 2, 3, and then come around and connect, just like that. And for the arms and the hands, we're going to have a thumb and then 3 fingers. So we'll do the thumb like that, and then 1, 2, 3. And do the same thing on the other side. 1, 2, 3. Looking good so far. And of course, a monkey needs a tail, right? So let's put the tail over here. And I love how monkeys' tails curl, so make sure your tail curls. We'll go around like that. So that's the basic outline of a monkey's body. But what we're going to need to do now is we're going to need to outline some other parts. So for one thing, let's make another shape for the midsection like this, kind of like the inside part of it. We'll talk about why we're doing that soon. Okay, and then let's take the ears, and we'll draw the inside shape of the ears, like that. Awesome. And then the other shape we have to do is the design around the eyes. So it's kind of like 2 hills next to each other. So 1, 2. Just like that. And then we'll make the nose. And you can choose whether you want your monkey to be smiling or sad or surprised. I'm going to make a smiling one. And the last part are 2 eyes that are kind of like in the middle over here. 1 and 2. And that's the outline of the monkey. We are going to draw one more thing. Down here, I'm going to draw a banana. We'll color in the banana later, but we know monkeys love bananas. So we'll just draw a banana like that. You might want to draw one, or maybe you'll draw a whole bunch of bananas. Now for the coloring in part. This is where our monkey really starts to look like a monkey. So we have the monkey's eyes right there. If we colored in the eyes totally, it would almost look like a zombie monkey. So we don't want to do that. What I'd like for you to do is make one circle inside the monkey's eyes. And that's the part that we're not going to color in. We're going to color in the rest of the monkey's eyes, but we're going to leave that circle all by itself. Okay. And then we'll do the same thing to the other eye. Good. And now we're pretty much done with the black. Let's take out the brown. There's going to be many different shades of brown that we're going to have in this monkey. But the first thing we're going to color in are the shades of the monkey that are the actual brown color. So you want to press normally. Don't press too hard, but you want to press it so the brown looks like a regular brown. And there's going to be parts of the body that are going to be this color, are going to be this part here, and then we're going to have this part here, and then the tail, and then the legs, and the arms. Okay? So let's color. I know that some people love to color and other people don't love to color so much. I'm kind of in the middle. It can get pretty tiring after a while, but just do the best you can. The more time you spend coloring, the better it probably is going to look. But it depends, and I know some people like to color using circles, and others color just using lines like me. However you color is perfectly fine because it's whatever you're comfortable with. And coloring is kind of relaxing, isn't it? I think so. I mean, you know, sometimes grown-ups, they'll do coloring to relax. I don't necessarily do that myself, but I can understand why they would do it, because it can be relaxing. Do you find it relaxing? I remember back when I was your age, I used to love art class. I wasn't very good at it, but that doesn't really matter, does it? Some of you are probably really good artists because you've practiced a lot. I didn't really practice much drawing, as you can probably tell. I used to just play a lot of sports and I would read sometimes, but I didn't really draw a lot. But there's this saying that goes, practice makes perfect. So if you really want to become a good artist, then I would suggest you practiced a lot. Yeah, we're just drawing a simple monkey right now. Okay, so now we have these two colors matched. So we're going to do the same for the legs, not the feet. We're going to do the same for the tail and the arms, but not the hands. And then we're going to start shading with a different, lighter color. Okay, we'll get this arm too. Did you end up making your monkey waving? If I had thought about it, maybe I would have had the monkey holding on to the banana. But that's okay. All right. So now we're going to go just a little bit lighter for a couple different parts. We're going to go a little lighter for the outer ear and a little lighter for the nose. Just a little lighter. And as you probably know, when you are coloring and you color in a little lighter, it makes it so that the color comes a little lighter too. The harder you press down, the darker the color is, right? Okay. Now we're going to do our third different kind of shading, and this is going to be our lightest one. Everything that's left is going to be this lighter shade. So you want to be really light with how you color in the rest of your monkey. And I think this is a little easier than pressing down hard, but that's just my own opinion. Yeah, so keep on finding all those white spots that still need to be colored. Do you ever go to the zoo and see monkeys? When I go to the zoo, I like to stay around the monkey cages for a while and look at them. I think they're very fun. I love the way they move from branch to branch. Sometimes they use their arms, sometimes they hang from their tails. I never knew there were so many different kinds of monkeys until I went to the zoo. There are a lot of different kinds. All right, let's get this part too. How's it coming along for you? You might be a really fast color, or maybe you're slower. Doesn't matter either way, just do it the way you want to do it. And it's going to be great. My parents always said it's not a race, because sometimes it's our instinct to do things as fast as possible, but that's not always the best idea, is it? Sometimes it's nicer just to take our time. Make sure we get everything colored in. Good. And once you have all the different parts of the monkey colored in, you can take your brown crayon and put it back and bring out the yellow one, because we just have to get that banana. And there it is. So once you finish, don't forget one of the most important parts is to write your name on it. So you can sign it so people know that it's yours, that your work. So I'm going to sign right down here. Mr. Steve. Well, that's all for today. I hope that you had fun, and just keep trying. We're going to be back next week for another animal. The animal that we're going to be drawing next week is a cat. See you then. Goodbye.